Alright, so we're here to talk about minions versus Uber Lilith. Now, I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is someone out there way better than me is going to beat Uber Lilith. I honestly just can't be bothered to sit there and do it and slog along through it when it comes to using minions to beat Uber Lilith, but I want to arm you with the tools to do it. Wherever you're out there, I know you're busy doing great things in other games, but maybe you want to come here, maybe you want to play a minionmancer. So this video is for you and anyone else out there who wants to make sure that they can, take on Uber Lilith in the way that they want to be taking Uber Lilith on. So, what we'll go over today is just exactly that. Some of the tweaks that I needed to make to my build to even make it possible to do consistent damage. What we're utilizing, maybe it's a bug, maybe it's not. If it's not a bug, if it is a bug, it's not the end of the world. You could just replace one of the moves with Blight instead of using the move we're going to be talking about using. And yeah, I think that with some of the powers from Season 1, this is definitely doable. I didn't want to take my hardcore necromancer up to fight Uber Lilith and do the grind that some other people did, and so I just took my level 100 from the Eternal Realm, and that's what we'll talk about here. So I'm gonna just have some footage playing in the background. I'm just gonna pull it up here for you, and we'll get into talking about that. Okay. So here we have a video that I kind of just scrapped together. There was about an hour and a half of filmed footage on Twitch. I stream on Twitch most days of the week. Pretty much whenever I'm playing a video game, I got my schedule up there, so check me out at twitch.tv/jacket. But pretty much about 4 hours off camera, an hour and a half-ish, hour 45 minutes on camera. And I came to a couple conclusions. So we're going to hit the play button, let it play in the background so you guys can see what's going on. Essentially, the first thing I noticed is that if your minions are out of the ring, they're going to take damage. And that's already like, minus 10. We don't really have control over our minions, so if they get pushed out, if something grabs them, that's a huge problem. If we don't have control over our minions, what does that mean? Well, there's a blood blister that spawned. If you don't kill the blood blister, that also one-shots you if you're not familiar with the mechanics. Then, as you just saw, Lilith will have that wave that comes out. That's a one-shot. Every single one of those waves is a one-shot, regardless of your character. I think there's a very rare instance of things that can actually live through that. And so we're already running into some core things just from the regular mechanics of the fight. So, basically what I'm showing here, what I want to show here is that the minions can live through a lot of things. They can live through things like the wave. They can only take 30% of their health, so Lilith can't kill them. On Phase 2, that becomes a problem. She's going to have waves crashing down that are going to hit multiple times for your minions, just like this. Well, you'll see I'll die a few times all the time throughout this video. I don't have a successful attempt, unfortunately, recorded. However, on that second round, when you get her to that first transition here, she goes up in the air and then lands back down, summons her two minions that have a lot of health, and then just starts laying an onslaught of those one-shot waves that you have to keep dodging while fighting those minions. That's when things get a little hectic. I had to swap off of the bone mages to even get some really good attempts in onto the cold mages, and we started utilizing pretty much fully Ring of Mendeln damage, which my build is not set up for at all. My build on the Eternal Realm is set up for all minion damage, and so my minions might have been doing somewhat consistent damage in this video. What I will say is that my Ring of Mendeln procs are very weak, and we are kind of using a known, what a lot of people assume is a bug. We've gone through a bunch of major patch waves where no one's even mentioned it, so I'm going to safely assume it's not a bug right now. If it gets patched later, that's fine. Like I said, we have an alternate method. Just using Blight is sufficient enough. You don't need to use the Bone Prison to keep her in place. However, it is pretty good. The Bone Prison is pretty good. It keeps her from moving a lot. You can see that we're very tanky. We can just eat the damage that she can put out for the normal things. I am actually also wearing a razor plate in this setup to just add on to the damage. So there's like a lot of little nuanced things that you need to do to even make this even possible. So you'll see on one of these better attempts, you know, we want to pull everything in, and yeah, we want to pull everything in, and then have those two minions inside that bone prison. Let the minions go to town on them and defeat them. We wanted to make sure that you're doing the mechanics as you know them. Like I said, I only got to like about half HP on the first phase, and someone better than me is going to be able to do it. But I wanted to just show that the minions are survivable. The damage is okay-ish. It's not like I'm going to kill it in one shot with Bone Spear. But if you're trying to do any type of like ethical build or whatnot, minions definitely are going to be probably one of the most ethical builds that you can come up with. If you can get your Ring of Endeln to hit for like a mil, then probably not. But other than that, you know, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to actually complete doing Uber Lilith with minions. Now, I don't do it myself, like I said several times here at this point. I just wanted to kind of get the word out that it's possible. If you are an aspiring summoner necromancer, that would be amazing to see. I would love to see someone actually take Uber Lilith out with minions. But like I said, I just can't be bothered to learn the fight and go through and do it. It's just not something I find fun particularly right now. And I got some other content coming out, so just a quick one here. Just a short one to showcase some of the footage, and that's going to wrap up the video. So, like I said, I just wanted to show you a few attempts that we had on Uber Lilith, showing you some of the things that are possible with what you can do with minions, showing that there's hope out there, but, you know, that's going to do it for me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace!